If you want to become faster as a runner, I want to become faster. Every runner wants to become faster and set PRs. If you want to become faster, I'm going to talk about two different things that will help you become faster in this video. There's a lot of different things out there, though I think these two are the most important. And the last one I think is actually the best thing for you as a runner in overall health, and it's still going to help you become fitter and faster. So really the first thing to think about is if you want to get faster, you have to run fast. Now there's a catch to this. There's something I want to specifically focus on with this. But you have to run fast if you want to get faster, right? You can't just lift 10-pound dumbbells and expect to become a massive bodybuilder, right? And so you have to run faster. Now here's one of the mistakes I think I see with a lot of runners when they're trying to get faster is they run their whole run super fast. And here's part of maybe the danger in that. Not necessarily danger, but something just to think about, and you'll have to figure out for yourself. So as an example, let's say you have a 5-mile run, right? What a lot of people will do is they'll run as fast as they can throughout all 5 of those miles, right? And yes, that's obviously good exercise, and I'm sure you'll get faster with that. But if you want to get, one of the important things about getting fast is if you can run past the edge, right? So if 100% is like a 6-minute mile for you, and 90% is a 7:30, something like that. If you're running a 7:30 throughout those full 5 miles, yes, you will get fitter, you will get faster. But how do you get used to running even faster than what you currently can do comfortable? Well, you have to run faster than that. And so what I think actually is very helpful in increasing your fitness is you do more of like a interval type of thing. Like there's interval like 200-meter workouts, but what I really love and helped me break my sub 3-hour marathon, and that was my first marathon by the way, was I did more of like these warm up for 2 miles, run fast, like my 90%, 100% effort for 2 miles, and then I would take a mile break and then run another mile at that pace and then cool down. So if you got like a 6-mile run, 2-mile warm up, 2 mile at that faster tempo beyond what's comfortable, but what you can maintain for 2 miles, then you take a mile recovery and then you do that same pace for another mile and then you cool down. Or you really could just stop the workout, but I like to kind of wrap things up by running a little bit slower for the last couple miles when I do workouts like this. So I think that's really good because you're pushing past the edge, and that's how what your body's going to adapt to. Sure, you are going to get faster if you run all out for 5 miles, but if you can go a little bit past that edge, well, that's how you're going to get used to running past the edge and therefore getting faster, right? So that's the first thing. This second thing I think is not necessarily more important, but I think it covers a lot of other areas of running that are important. So running fast, you'll get fast, right? Though if you want to make sure you stay healthy and you want to be able to stack even more speed on top of what you can already do, you have to build a base, or what we would call doing zone 2 running or zone 2 workouts. And so I've made videos on this. I would encourage you to go Google and watch something after this video or go watch it right now, I don't care. Go Google or find a YouTube video about zone 2 training for runners. And what this basically is there's 5 different running zones. It's all based on heart rate. And if you run in zone 1, zone 2, this would be more of your aerobic style training and where your endurance is. Then there's zone 3, and then typically people say that's kind of like a dead man zone, like you don't get a lot of training stimulus benefit from that. And then zone 4 and zone 5 are more of those anaerobic type of workouts where your heart rate's like redlining. And that's also important, right? That's what we were just talking about as the first thing to do to get faster. But what happens if you're always doing that every single type of run? Well, one, you increase your risk of injury, and 2, you can eventually kind of cap out your speed in a way. And I was reading a book on this, and basically the idea is like if you have a base, right? You have a base of sand that you're like stacking sand on top of each other. If the base is only this wide, at a certain point you can't keep going taller. You have to widen the base to be able to stack more sand to get even taller, right? And so this is similar to when you're training and running, is you can get gains fast if you always do this tempo stuff, but if you never build your aerobic system, your aerobic base, then you're going to cap out and plateau at some point with that anaerobic stuff, or just not gain as much fitness and speed as fast because your base can't support that. Or maybe you gain and you're able to get faster, but you get injured because you don't have a strong enough base. And so this is one of those things that can help you get faster is you build that base and you do zone 2 type of running and workouts. And this is actually my favorite way to run because it's very satisfying to see yourself get faster but at the same heart rate, because that's the idea. So for example, for me, my zone 2 is about 142 beats per minute, and so I try and stay under that. And it's fun to see over months, seeing me have to originally do 12-minute miles to stay at 140 beats per minute, and then I'm running 11 and then 10 and then 9s and 8s. And so like to be running 8-minute miles at a 140 beats per minute is pretty fun because you don't feel tired, but it feels fast and you're just healthier. And then you can stack that anaerobic stuff and that fitness and speed on top of that aerobic base. And so I really encourage you to get really familiar with zone 2 running. And it's going to be annoying at first because you might have to run, walk, but if you throw in this into 1 or 2 of your runs per week, you'll start to build that base over time, and over time you'll become fitter, faster, running faster at the same beats per minute, which means you're more efficient. And then of course the speed workouts are a ton of fun too, and that's important for getting faster too, right? Like you have to run fast to get fast. So I hope you got something out of this video. If you like running content, I do all sorts of stuff on running, and so I'd love it if you subscribed, and if not, hey, as long as you got something out of this video, mission accomplished in my mind. So I hope you got something out of this video that you can apply to your life, and I hope I get to see you in a video sometime soon. Peace!